Hey, what's up, guys? It's Saturday night. Got the beer mobile here. You take a ride, pedal, while enjoying your favorite adult beverage. Pretty good deal. That was the last clip was a little pass app ride we took. I don't know if I've ever shown you the inside of a pass app while I was in one. But that was it. As you can tell, it's a little more enclosed. As you can see over there, more enclosed than a tuk-tuk. Not quite as large. Still a good cheap alternative to get around town. My street is busy tonight. It's almost 7:30. But it is Saturday. I'm sorry this is out of focus, by the way. She is going to stop and talk, apparently. Wait, oh, I guess not. Okay. Yeah, pretty busy for this time of night. I just wanted to say I watched Avengers Endgame last night, right here in Siem Reap, Cambodia. No spoilers, but it is probably my favorite Avengers movie out of all four of them. When the first Avengers came out, I loved that one. And at that time I said it's probably my favorite superhero movie of all time. For some reason, and I can't really explain why, I was not a big fan of Age of Ultron. I thought it was alright. I enjoyed it. But to me, it just seemed like a filler movie. Infinity War quickly became my favorite when I saw that. That was and I didn't know how they were going to top it with Endgame, but they did. They really did. I'm not going to give away anything, but you're going to see your favorite heroes. Some of them are going to look a little different. The movie was funny at times. To me, it wasn't, for being 3 hours long, it did not feel like 3 hours. It really didn't. It didn't feel like it was over 3 hours long. It did have a lot of action in it. I mean, great big sequences, but they weren't there weren't as many of them as you have come to expect from a Marvel movie, or an Avengers movie, I should say. But they were still very well done. And of course, as always, you keep your eyes glued to the screen when they're happening. Action happening everywhere. A really bittersweet ending. Sad for some. Happy for others. And just all in all, a great ending to this leg, I guess you can say, of the Marvel Universe movies. 22, I believe, 22 movies, all culminating in this. It was very enjoyable. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I highly recommend it. I will say this, out of all of them, this one will probably be the hardest one to figure out if you have not already been caught up with the story in from the other movies. Because of the way it starts out, you won't know why this is happening, or what significance it has. The first shots of Iron Man, you won't know why he is where he is, or in the state that he's in, I guess you could say, without having some background. If you watched, no, I'm not saying you have to watch all 22 movies to to get caught up, but at least watch Infinity War. I would, before watching this one, because it kind of explains some things that happen at the beginning that will eventually lead up to the main core of the film. I really like how they handled all the characters, especially Bruce Banner and the Hulk. I loved how they did that. Like I said, I'm not going to give anything away, but I actually liked it. I thought that was very smart. Anyway, that's my little mini review. I guess I can't really call it a review because I don't know what else to say. There's lots of Easter eggs in there. There's lots of callbacks, callbacks to previous Marvel films. Lots of little snippets of things and different shots of different characters you might not have seen in a while that may surprise you, or at least they threw them in there to give a fan service to fanboys like myself who appreciate those little tiny touches. So there it is, my spoiler-free review of the Avengers. I give it a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, whatever scale you want to use. I give it my highest recommendation if you're a fan of superhero movies. If you're not a fan of superhero movies, will this change your mind? Probably not. But there's enough action sequences and enough humor mixed in with the dramatic stuff, I think, to keep anybody's interest. And at the very least, even if you're not into superheroes or haven't seen any of the other films, at the very least you will be entertained for 3 hours. It moves at a very, very good pace for being that long. Like I said, it didn't even feel like it was 3 hours long. So I do give my recommendation for that. All right. Since it's really, really dark down here, but see all the lights down here by the river. Very nice. Very nice on a very muggy night. A little bit of a breeze goes a long way. All right. I will talk to you guys later. From darkness to light. You look down there, I'm pointing, you probably can't see. On the way here, down that little alley by Little Pub Street, all the power went out. Everything went completely black, and that is a dark alley to begin with. So without all the guest house signs lighting the way, it was really dark. I don't know how far spread this power outage is. But all these lights down here, the Pub Street, you can see it's still pretty dark. But all the lights like down in that area are because of generators. Some places have backup plans, some places do not. So I figured this would be a good time to finish this video. And my battery's going to be dead in a minute anyway because I failed to charge it before I left without thinking. I hate when that happens. But still, even though it doesn't do well at night. Oh. Yeah, it's not doing well at night. Trying to see if I could get a clear picture of these lights down here, but that wasn't going to happen. As you can see, it's dark. Dark. Light. Dark. Dark. Light. Yeah, we just decided to take a walk. get out of the house for a little bit. My night, the 90-minute night class I have on Saturday changed to morning because the people that attend come from Phnom Penh on Friday, and they want to spend time with family and friends Saturday, so they want to get it done in the morning. But I love the class. They're very enthusiastic. They love asking questions, and of course I love answering them. I also found out, by the way, that I think I finally figured out how Patreon works. You when you become a Patreon, they don't charge you for the amount until the first of every month. I am then allowed to put that money in my PayPal 3-4 days later or something like that. So I just wanted you to be aware that if you donated, if you're one of my Patreons and you're sponsoring education, you're not going to be charged until the first. So I'd never used Patreon before. I knew what it was and I knew kind of what it was, but I didn't know how anything worked. Or when I first signed up, I didn't even know how I was supposed to get my money out of there. I had no idea. So I had to kind of figure it all out. So that's how it works. Because somebody was wondering if I donate, is it going to be taken out right away? And the short answer is no. They bill it each month on the first, no matter when you decide to become a sponsor. So if I had somebody who wanted to sponsor somebody for 3 months for a one-time donation, $120, and I appreciate that, and you can do that. But if you sign up for that tier, it's the last tier on my Patreon page. The link is down below. If you do that, before you cancel, be sure you're charged at least once, is what I'm saying. And then go ahead and cancel. So it's not a recurring 120. It's just one time. And that gives one student 3 full months, 1 whole term of learning English with me. And they don't have to pay a dime. Because what happened was somebody had signed up for that level, and per my instructions, because I didn't know any better, once they signed up, they automatically canceled it, so they didn't get charged again. But because they did it before the first, of course, the original payment is not going to go through. So I just wanted to clear up that confusion and let you know. And the new students we have coming in are going to be starting with us on the 1st, so we can have a steady first-to-first program for the new students, so they can start at the beginning. These are from people that have just become sponsors, and you will meet your students then. I will make some video, give you the update on Patreon, and of course update people on here as well. All right, it's a short video, didn't have much to say, but I wanted to get that information out there, give you my review of Endgame, and find somewhere that has lights so we can get some beer. That's the plan. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.